All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. Alongside my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We are honored to be here for the biggest spectacle in sports, the Super Bowl. Are you ready, partner?
I am more than ready, and I love the word you used, honored, because it is an honor to be here. It's a privilege to be here. My excitement is just about to burst through the booth. I can't wait to do this.
Well, and sitting with both of these teams and talking in the meetings and media day and all the hoopla that goes into this, there was one common theme. They're ready to stop the talking and start playing football.
Yeah, they were probably ready a while ago. Now they can just focus on it. It's done. The only talking they have to worry about now is post-game, and they hope that they'll be talking as the winning team.
And we'll see. You know, both sides come in with a game plan to start. We'll see how the adjustments are made throughout, because there are always adjustments in this game.
I want to see if they come out conservative, trying to minimize errors, or if they have enough confidence to attack early and try and take advantage of the other team's nervousness.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
When the spotlight is at its brightest, and let's face it, it's the Super Bowl, those types of plays come out, don't they?
Absolutely. A big-time catch on the biggest of stages.
Do you think that one's going to live on? We're going to see this for a long time.
Definitely going to live on. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Wait. Let me go do this. Because I don't. Just something about to do this in the last game.
Gregory Hawk. Hey, we stopping in the off season, right?
Yeah, so anybody could do whatever they want to do. Well, at least who all still in this league, so.
Okay, because I have no couple receivers. Hey, we shot me out 4 receivers.
Oh, shit, like Lewis. Lewis only had 4 receivers.
Yeah. I know that. I got you. Yes. We always check in and we do what we had to do, and now we're home. That says I got you. Alright. Fuck, I gotta cut this shit.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Lucky 56. All right.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Jack, Patriot!
They'll run it now out of the gun. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats, but really should he have to absorb that when he had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him?
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And here now the offense heading back out there. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Watson on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down. Trying to do a little too much. Getting outside of the pocket. And it results in a sack. Daniil Hunter in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Watson off play action. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Dumps it off to Gurley. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Holding.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Out of the gun, Watson. Throw left side complete. It's Fuller. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence, reminds me of the guy who played way back when he told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
That's tough right there, man. That's tough.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. Over the middle to Beckham. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. From the red zone now, Watson flushed out. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do.
When I see a play.
No, that motherfucker was down.
Like that, I come back to risk reward.
Please.
I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Right. Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze has it. But I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Jackson to throw again. Steps away to his left.
Man, y'all gotta
It's just a
be
game of a
kidding
couple
me.
there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Gotta be kidding me, dog.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's tough. It's tough.
You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag.
And forces 4th down.
Man, football right there.
Penalty stings big time there. Wipes away a very good return.
And they work out it so hard because the goal is give yourself some space for your offense to really work. Try and gain an additional 1st down outside the 20 or 25-yard line. Instead, this one's going to come back.
Now a play fake here on 1st down to Barkley on the check down. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, here's Watson. No way to escape, and he goes down. Solomon Thomas in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. This is taken at the 23. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a 1st down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a 1st down. Then all of a sudden,
great tackle.
It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
Great tackle.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Oh, and now he
That
rolls
way.
it over.
Every way but the way you're supposed to go. That way.
Able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Well, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
They're going deep for Hill. He's got him in, complete. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 55 yards. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. The point after is good, and the lead grows to 10-0. Butker now to kick this one away. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs.
Good job.
Good
job.
Good
job.
To build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Faking the give. Now Watson.
Go get him. Oh, yeah, that's us.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. Gets past him at the 10.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Flush to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there from 10 yards out. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
Y'all gonna do the draft in this league?
A lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
Butker now to kick this one away. And now back out comes the offense.
Shot.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting.
Oh, they just hold me. But I made him panic. Let's go. I made him panic. Let's go. I made him panic. Don't touch him. Don't touch him. God damn.
And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 9 on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
3rd and goal, Jackson. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. DJ Chark, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Solomon Thomas in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number
Let's
of
go
3 sacks
D-line.
in this game.
Lewis D-line.
And down he goes again. Daniil Hunter bringing the pressure again, and that is his 3rd sack here tonight. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? A shotgun snap for Watson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Now this is fielded in the end zone, so a change of possession here on the punt. And the Chiefs will take over at their own 20. They'll start on the ground with Breida.
That's crazy.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James. They had the box stacked. That run was going nowhere from the start.
And when you say stacked, you really mean it, don't you? Because when you're talking about a 46 defense, commonly known as the Bear defense, you're covering up the guys inside, and you're allowing other people to get in there close to the line of scrimmage, usually an 8-man front. That's difficult to block for an offense. On that play, the defense won in a big way. No gain at all.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Here's the Chiefs punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. That's pulled in at the 32. A good return there, 17 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right.
Oh, God.
Incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Watson.
And I saw you stop.
It's incomplete.
What would have had a problem?
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Watson down to throw. It finds his target, Fuller. Touchdown! Will Fuller, 51 yards. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Somebody.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8.
Detroit! Detroit!
This time, Jackson will throw it. The open man is short. It's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. Somebody missed an assignment. He was waving his arms saying, hey, I'm wide open. They found him.
You think?
Yes, sir.
I mean, he was so wide open. Did you see he was just windmilling like he was Don Quixote or somebody out there? And then they found him for a really nice game.
Gun!
Jackson on first down. Flushed out right. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A big play there. 45 yards. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Fielded about a yard deep. And an alley to run. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. And this results in 6. Touchdown. A great effort there. 101 yards. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. Gano the extra point, and that'll cut this to a 17-point spread. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now Jackson on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Oh, come on.
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We'll come back on Super Bowl Sunday after this. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Breida. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive.
This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And his kick is good. Butker now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On 1st and 10, Watson. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Call it a gain of 5. And it's a 2nd down. Watson.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have the center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
On first down, it's Watson.
Good. Oh, no, y'all didn't, man.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Again, it's Watson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
Yes.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Watson and the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On second down, here's Watson. Flush to his right.
Stay with your man, B.
That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And now here comes Kansas City. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson now, escaping the pressure right. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of his first half of play. So we've arrived at halftime here in Super Bowl 57. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Bet.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. Out to his left. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Detroit!
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play on third down for the Chiefs. 48 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Dancing to his left.
I see you over there. I saw you.
I
saw you.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I saw you.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And Jackson throwing once more, being chased out left.
My thing is,
And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
He's going to get it running right. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception.
Super Bowl. I'm finna go to Reese. Yeah, I'm finna do that right now.
Yeah.